So the other day, we covered how California Democrats killed the single-payer healthcare bill in the most egregious way possible. They just ran out the clock. Daily Poster did a lot of phenomenal reporting around that. It is a scandal that it wasn't NBC News, CBS, ABC, CNN, MSNBC, the New York Times, the Washington Post. It's a scandal that they didn't run the story. This is why independent media is so important. This is why the Daily Poster is so important. You know, there are a lot of good independent media outlets that do real investigative work, whether it's Jordan Chariton or Daily Poster or More Perfect Union. They're so necessary. They're doing what mainstream media should do, but they never do. So Daily Poster blew the lid off that story. Oh my God, look at all this money from the health insurance companies that these Democrats are taking, and then they kill the single-payer bill. Well, now they're out with a new ad about this exact issue. Take a look at it. It features yours truly, and I really think it's a devastating pro-Medicare for all ad, anti-corruption ad, anti-Gavin Newsom ad. Take a look.
Single payer is the way to go.
There's no reason to wait around on universal health care and single payer in California. Universal health care through a single payer.
During that campaign, Newsom was totally unequivocal.
A single payer system drives down the cost of health care.
Single payer health care to California faces its next challenge Monday. Lawmakers in the state assembly are set to vote on AB 1400, the framework for a government-funded universal health care system.
It's actually the one step closer to making it to the governor's desk.
The bill died in legislature Monday.
And at the very last minute, they killed the bill.
They literally just ran out the clock. They didn't even bring the bill up for a vote.
What happened in between the time that Newsom said he wanted a single-payer bill and then he backed away from it? Well, a $1 million check from a major health insurance company was dumped into the California Democratic Party.
Great reporting from David Sirota. It was all because of the campaign contributions.
The bill was sponsored by the California Nurses Association and would have centralized a state-run financing system known as CalCare.
Under CalCare, you would have comprehensive care even beyond what typical insurance covers.
The studies show 7% of the state doesn't have health care at all.
You still have 3 million people in the state of California without health insurance.
You have my firm and absolute commitment as your next governor that I will lead the effort to get it done.
Newsom himself, his campaign has taken lots of money from health insurance companies in between him saying, I support single payer, and then backing away from it.
When asked about this bill, he said, quote, "This is hard work. It's one thing to say, it's another to do." Indeed, it is one thing to say and another to do.
The actual political temperature, the climate in California is one that supports this across political lines, but the politicians themselves won't do it.
A campaign on universal health care, we're delivering that.
Nobody's even going to ask them. The media's not even going to ask them, hey, what went down with that single-payer bill that was supposed to pass?
I don't think the issue is going away. I think you're going to see this bill continue to come up.
It's a question about leadership. It's a question of commitment.
That was a great ad. Everybody go support the Daily Poster. They're doing great work. Another person who's doing great work on anti-monopoly stuff is Matt Stoller over on Substack. Like I said, More Perfect Union is great. Jordan Chariton does a lot of great stuff. All these people. Look, this show, what I do is commentary. You know, I'm a pundit. And so I don't do original reporting here. Everybody knows that. I look at the news, see the stuff I'm interested in, give you the facts and the information, then give my opinion on it. That's what I do. What they do is more important. It is genuinely more important. I can serve as like a megaphone to help get out the stuff that they do, which is the real work, but they're the ones doing the real work. That's the real work. So you got to support these guys. They all need it. Everybody in independent media needs the help. And then the move from here in terms of Medicare for all and single payer and it popping up in states, because I do think we're more likely to get victories through the states than at the federal level. But the path to it is now clear. The path to it is going to be through direct ballot initiatives. Because, by the way, that's how we got marijuana legalized in a lot of different places. That's how we got a $15 minimum wage in a lot of different places, in a lot of different states. Even when Donald Trump won Florida in the 2020 election, the $15 minimum wage bill or direct ballot initiative also won. So more Trump voters turned out, but 60% of the population of Florida voted for the $15 minimum wage bill. What that shows you is when we get to directly vote on issues, it's way more likely than not that the correct side wins. Now, sometimes the overwhelming propaganda makes it so that the correct side loses, but when you break it down empirically, what you find is probably like 80% of the time-ish is how much the correct side wins. So I think that's the only way that we're going to have success. Because look, clearly Gavin Newsom's a piece of trash. This is a guy who, acted like he's so serious about Medicare for all, and he was clear in the stuff he said, but then when push came to shove and it was time to do it, he didn't do it. He didn't lift a finger. So you don't trust a goddamn word that guy says because he's a liar. He's a liar who can be bought off, and you're under no obligation, no matter what anybody tells you, vote blue no matter who. If they stab you in your back on the most important issues, then why would you vote for him? Why'd you do that? Now, I'm not a political nihilist. I don't think you should totally check out of the system in every way, shape, and form. In fact, I think that is self-disenfranchisement, and that's counterproductive, and that gives the establishment what they want. But you engage in a productive way that actually works. Direct ballot initiatives or voting for candidates who you genuinely believe are not going to stab you in the back. And a good indication of whether or not they're going to stab you in the back is not only if they say the right things, but also if you see where their funding comes from. Because if their funding is from health insurance companies, they could say they're for Medicare for all until the cows come home, but they're probably not going to be for Medicare for all. So anyway, there you have it. Again, great work from the Daily Poster. Great work from David Sirota. This was a wonderful ad. Guys, spread this far and wide. It's an important issue, and you need to shine a light on it, just how corrupt and backwards and disgusting these politicians are. But we're gonna keep going. We're going to fight back. The issue is going to keep coming up, exactly like David Sirota said. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.